Okay. Okay. Let's go and... Hey, Mr. Yoda. Good to see you. That's why. Why can't I do that? Now she's back. Okay, so it has to be a new stream for the commands to work. I did not realize that. Good to see you, Mr. Yoda. Let's see if any of this needs to be updated. Run a few of these scripts, see if both the bots are working. Takes a little while. There we go, she's working. Alright, back we go in here. Alright, let's start this. She started back up. There we go. How much do we have to go here? Alright, let's see if we have to improve that at all. Okay, so it's not so clear. Let's see if we can fix that at all. Let's check the output. Maybe it needs to change. No. Don't think I can do that while I'm streaming. Okay. Oh, what does it say here? Output. So let's drop that down a little bit. Fix that. I agree, Mr. Yoda. In a world where you can be anything, it seems cliche, but be kind. Not sure if that's going to work or not. Visual, let's see. Open to switch. Time screen. Alright, so we are good. Let's get out of here. Oh, let's put that sheep in there. I forgot I got those. Let's bring those in. And then put my...
Did I ever tell you about that bank job? Supplies are looking healthy right now. Good stuff.
So we put a couple of those little chicken feathers in there. So I did a delivery earlier with two and a half wheels. The wheels all start on fire because I shot something ahead of me that was one of the NPCs and lit them on fire with my incendiary. And when I tubed through it, it was on fire and it lit me on fire. So, of course, I didn't have my... There, that goes out. I didn't have my... Let's call that wagon in here. That was funny. Hunting, there we go. over there. Let's go get it. I hope that there's no hungry alligators on the way. Yeah, now that that crew isn't in here, they've completely removed themselves, so I'm quite happy with that. As long as I didn't have the one as a moderator, they didn't have any more interest in being here. So that makes it quite nice, actually. Alright, let's look at some of these.
Supplies are good. I'm a happy man.
Let's take that one first.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm trying to get as many deliveries as I can in here before the 3rd, and it's going to switch back to the regular. It does make a difference on your ranking up too. But you know, I'm curious if I'm going to join up some posses, I think, later. Guess I can dismiss this guy. Those are all alligators, so why don't I go up there and shoot some alligators and throw them in there too. See how close I can get to this guy before I shoot, because he's a 3-star. And where else are you guys at? Good enough. That helps. Get the teeth and the hides. Oh, Mr. Yoda, I'm so glad I have my system up and running. Even got yours basically cleaned out. I hear you guys. Growling over there. Oh, it doesn't matter what level he's at. You still get his teeth, so. That's one way to hunt. Still get the teeth. Don't need any of them. It's still good. I can't believe that. Excuse me. I saw those birds. Welcome, welcome. If anybody's looking for a card reading, just let me know. I am happy to do one. There, that took that long for my hostility to come down. But he was stealing my legendary.
We're well stocked for the time being.
It's not like you can ask him nicely to put it down after you've shot it. Oh, this game kills me. Literally,
Okay,
literally
no
it kills me.
Guess beggars can't be choosers.
does that have me? We're ready to... Let's see what we can do here. How's our dailies? Oh, we still need to do a seasoned venison, and I don't think I've seen a deer that... Okay, we need to get the horse back so we can chase a deer. We need a deer. Goodbye, vehicle, and let's go after a deer. Get that daily out of the way. There should be some deer around here. I should probably health up first, though. Let's do that. So yeah, we still have COVID, and we're still sleepy. There it is over there. Alright, we went past it. Hiding there it was. I know what I was gonna do. There we go. Here's a question for you guys. Did I get that already? Yes, I did. All right. All right, Pony, let's go get some deer so we can make our cooked venison. Let's get over to the land. Oops. A lot of turtles here, but no deer. Oh, there should be something out here. Now the mist is rolling in. Let's go out. Oh, let's switch that around. Alright. It's not doing so hot there for some reason. Yeah, today a daily you have to clean 3 weapons or 1 weapon 3 times. Alright, let's go get this other one. Come on, Pony, let's go. Far lap. So do you have any good names for your horses? I think one of the favorites that I have in here, and I've seen a few other players have it too, is Hidalgo. If anybody watched the show, the movie, it was so good. Hello, Whoopsie. Did you want a reading? Alright, let's do this. So what I do, to do the reading, I ask you to think about a question, and keep the question in mind, and I will cut the cards while you're doing that. Don't have to ask the question out loud, but doesn't matter if you did. Usually you can just think about it, and then when I do the reading, you see whether or not it fits. So I'm cutting the cards while you're thinking of that. And your first card that comes up is the Eight of Cups. And that is, in regards to your question, it's about the past. And your second card is the Five of Cups. This is kind of a not so happy card. Sometimes it can. And your third card is the Nine of Swords. So you've got some tough cards here. I'm going to read these out, what the meanings are with these cards. With your Eight of Cups, in regards to your question. Alright, the Eight of Cups is about stagnation and ill health. So, in the past, this could be in relationship to either the company or yourself. The Eight of Cups speaks to ill health, stagnation, and the Eight of Cups sends an urgent message to pack your bags and move on. There is no hope of rekindling what's been lost. You must start anew. This card also points to phases of illness and physical stagnation. The message could not be more clear. Nothing good remains for you here. Lift your eyes to the horizon and let your feet lead you forward. So that must be about work in the past in relationship to this question. So you had to move on from where you were at. It was not good. It was causing ill health and stagnation. The Five of Cups is about how things are sitting right now for you in regards to your work situation. And the Five of Cups is about grief and disappointment. So right at this moment, today, there's a great deal of disappointment in regards to this question. The Five of Cups indicates a time of deep grievance, a sorrow. A relationship may fall apart, or an old friend could slip away. There will be disappointment and even regret when this card appears. It's important to not make hasty decisions. It may also be helpful to look at the type of expectations you place on others. Perhaps they can never do enough to please you. So the reading has a bit of a negative tone. But your final outcome card is the Nine of Swords, and it's about dark visions and anguish. So for the future in relationship to this question, it says, the Nine of Swords reveals the deepest shadows of the self. It indicates insomnia, nightmares, and worries in the midnight hour. Often these states are accompanied with guilt, despair, or even depression. You'll be battling with yourself, so turn to others for help. Find joy and reach out. So I would say by the cards, things do not look extremely positive in regards to the job, not necessarily for whether you're going to get the job, but it might mean that something with the job is going to give you a great deal of grief. And there's been troubles with health and stagnation, so I can see through this that you've placed a fair bit of expectation on it, so I really hope that doesn't stop you from going forward. There's always, other avenues if this doesn't happen, so best of luck with it though. I read them straight as I see them. I don't pull punches, so it doesn't look positive. But just keep in mind the positive feedback, and remember, there's a lot of different ways to go. There might be some work, some shadow work you have to do still. By that, all I mean is that sometimes to find the place that we want to go to, we have to determine, are we ready for it? That's all I say. I don't have anything that's not in the cards. That's just me adding the feedback. Sometimes you gotta make yourself ready for it. I hope that helps. I'm sorry it doesn't sound very positive. On the plus side, I know how it can be when you're sitting waiting, thinking that you would really like a job to
Locks are
come
looking
through.
good.
Quite often, what is the saying? When one door closes, very often another door opens. Doesn't mean you shouldn't be prepared for the next opportunity. Be very ready for it. I know myself personally, I just hate after I did an interview and you know, no news can be good news because it means if you were in the top 2 or 3 sometimes and they brought you back a second time, which has happened to me before, you're excited because you think, I know I nailed that. But there's other times when it doesn't have anything to do with you. There's lots going on with policy, especially when it's a unionized position. I hope that helped, Ripsy. So often jobs don't have anything to do with your own qualifications. They can so often have to do with I know sometimes they have to advertise a position and they can have somebody already lined up for the position and they can absolutely love you but still not be able to do anything if another person is supposed to be getting that position because they have seniority or something. Kind of always go that way. I know it's definitely a market for people who are trying to find work because there's just so much work. So many are leaving the workforce now. So on the plus side, there should be lots of opportunities coming around. How was that, Ripsy? There was a lot about grief in that reading, and it really makes me think that people don't realize how much, when they're working, how much their job dominates life. And when suddenly you're by yourself without a job, you just don't always have sort of the 4 driving forces that you've had in the past, and that's always hard. I don't need a lot of this, but I'm thinking I should get a couple of you. You're a 3-star, we needed to get you. We'll skin you. I hear you over there. Which one? Where is he? I still have some dynamite I can use on you. So if anyone is looking for a reading, just ask. Let's go across to the other one. See, look at his little eyeballs just peeking there. I'm gonna say scram. Best way I know. All right. Thanks for the donation. Alright, I'm going to carry these guys back. I'll go get that perfect one. Now I'm really curious. Repsy, you'll have to let me know how things went. I once applied for a job and heard nothing. 3 weeks went past and I heard nothing. I didn't finish my schooling. I was supposed to take the final exams and then I got offered the job a month later. It was crazy. Come on, pony. You're part of this too. We need yours too. Come on. Well, I think we'll put that perfect one in. Oh, no, they won't both fit. We'll put this one in.
Yeah, anything's better than nothing.
And then we'll put this on the horse. I do have a card table and everything that I usually do readings on, but I just lost a family member. And it's only a month after losing my mom, so I'm kind of just going with the be kind thing, trying to offer other people, trying to work my karma up, I guess that's what it would be. Work my karma up. Let's go see what else we needed. Oh, I still haven't got that deer. Let's go see if we can find that. Where should we travel to find that? And I have to skin them anyway, so it doesn't even matter if I still have this on here. So let's go find. Come on, pony. I think we're going to travel to the Grizzlies, or where would be? No, let's just go to Blackwater. That'll be easy enough. Yeah, I play on both the PC and the PS4. I was curious which others use. I have to use the Xbox controller on the PC, but I quite enjoy the PC. It's so fast to load. 50 seconds, 58 seconds tops from the time you see the menu. Whereas with the PS4, I mean the PS4 Pro is pretty fast to load up, I have to admit. But even as fast, I'm saying it's 2.5 minutes instead of 3.5. Alright, we are looking for one little deer. So yeah, if you're interested in a reading, just let me know. I sit here and play games and wait for people to ask for a reading. They've been pretty darned accurate. At least the ones I do for ourselves here are pretty much dead on. Alright, we need a deer. There we go, right there. The deer I was looking for. Run, I have to skin you. Oh, I guess I have to skin you both. So we can make some of our, and if you do have questions, you don't have to say them. You just think about your question while I cut the cards. That's pretty much. Eventually I'll put my card table back up here, but I've just been, as I'm grieving, I just have been a bit reluctant to be sort of in the camera. Sometimes it just makes you sad and you just don't feel like it's hard enough when you're on the spectrum to, know the right way you're supposed to feel about things. I don't always process loss and grief in the same way as others. They think that I'm not reacting because I go sort of flat and I don't have any. I almost have like a stone face. But that's just covering for total confusion and not really knowing how to feel. Let's bring the camp over here. So I totally understand, totally empathize with people. One of the things that I do have is very strong empathy for people experiencing these. Let's move our camp. Okay, so Great Plains isn't letting me. That's interesting. Let's go to tall trees then. Alrighty. So between having COVID and having lost one last month and a brother-in-law yesterday, it's just a little bit much. But I still want to be able to offer other people as much solace as I can in their own experiences, and then especially in their day-to-day. Well, this is interesting. Tall trees is usually pretty quiet. Not so much today. Come in here, pony. Let's put that little biter into here. Oh, we gotta go make that deer stuff. Deer stuff. The venison. So I'm trying to figure out if COVID makes me stupid or what the score is.
Come on, I'm a busy man. In your own time. I don't want to rush you, but...
Yes, I think we can put
Docs
that in
are looking
now.
good.
There we go. Back to you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Excellent, he says. Excellent.
Okay, this'll have to do.
Let's close some of those up. There we go. go do that venison. One of the dailies is to craft some seasoned venison, and I need one more. Let's do it. Oops, nope. See, that would have messed it up if I only had one venison meat. I've done this more than I should. Too quick with those buttons. Back we go. This time we want just one of those. There we go. I think I only need one. Alright, we better burn some Harry down the fishing Ellis. I like him. That little deer just stands there grazing. That's awesome. He doesn't do very much, but he's still very nice looking. I thought this was one of the nice things that they added. I just wish that we could choose which one. The dog doesn't seem to be bothered by him, do you? Hey, Obi-Wan, you're not bothered. Yeah, he's just sitting there grazing. If I try to get up or do anything, oh, he's gone already. There we go. Alright, what else do we have for our dailies? Got 3 more at least I have to do. So we got the bounty hunter, the collector. I haven't done any. I guess we should do that. Let's go after bird eggs. Why not? Guess there are going to be a lot of loons, I think. Bird eggs it is. Do see a player off to the side there. Oh, bird eggs, or maybe they're on the very bottom. There they are.
So, has Maggie mentioned me at all?
Oh, right, I forgot. The maps aren't working. I don't know why I did that. Let's look and see. Well, that kind of sucks. So you kind of got to do your looking on your own. The maps don't work. So where would the eggs be? Let's see. I don't know if I added this in. Let's see if I did. So I'm looking on the Gene Rocky map here. Let's see if we have eggs. There we go. So close to us. Oh, there's not very much here really at all. I should actually go back to Lemoyne. Let's do that. Let's go back to Lemoyne. If we're going to do this, there's quite a few right in Le Gras even. So we'll do that. Alright, so we're going to go back to the map. We're going to go all the way over here. Alright, so right in here. Right about there. Somebody's getting attacked by the wolves. Alright, so that's the first one. We'll head over to the bra. Do some bird egg hunting. If I get lucky and find one that's ducks or loons, sometimes you get all 5 of them in one fell swoop. That's kind of nice. Oh, golly. Alright, so we've got a collectible right here. Right in here. Calumet turquoise earrings. Alright, where are you at, pony? Don't feel the collectible here. But there is a card over there, so let's go get that. Let's go find that egg. Let's do it. Okay, let's put you on cruise control. Whoops. That's what I prefer, is when I'm in here and people are kind of like that more so. Don't hit him. There we go. PC has more laid back, regular people, because the modders kind of take on the role of the griefing over here. So most of the people who are playing aren't griefers, because we all, hey Lauren Tarot, let's give you 3 cards. All I ask is for you to keep your question in mind. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, and I've just been kind of grieving, so I'm not exactly putting my table out where I used to have it, but so keep your question in mind. And I'm doing a shuffle here. Alright, so while you have your question in mind, I'm going to cut the deck. Alright, so your very first card is the Justice card. So your question has something that is dealing with justice from the past. Your second card is the World. Wow, you're getting, like, that's 2 major arcana cards right in the gold there. And the World card is a good card. And then you get the Son of Cups for your final card. So, in regards to your question, find that Justice. So, the Justice card usually relates to decisions and karma. Like 2 cats with their tails entwined, looking directly at you, waiting for you to choose between them, which is right and which is wrong. And the picture has a black and a white cat, so I quite like this card. The Justice card implies a weight or heaviness surrounding a choice you have to make. And now is not the time to shun the concept of divine balance or karma. All of your choices will affect your life, and sometimes lives around you, both now and in the future. So this is a fairly heavy impact decision that you have, that you're thinking about. And we're going to move on to the World card as being in your present day in regards to this question, and it's almost always a really good card. So let's see what this one's going to say for you here. The World is about wholeness and completion. The World is like the final card in your journey of the major arcana, and it signifies completion, harmony, and contentment. So It's rare to experience this energy. We're usually either consumed by wanting and needing or achieving. So when this card appears, contemplate for the moment the idea of being whole. So in regards to your question, it's telling you that you're completely whole right now. The image of the card, when you close your eyes and envision this radiating energy that it has on the card, it's a beautiful card. It's actually the card that's on the outside, the box of the Wild Unknown Tarot. It's really beautiful. But it says, close your eyes and envision this radiating energy inside of you. And remember what it feels like, where it's located, what blocks your feeling in the sense of wholeness in each and every day of your life. So it's a really solid card saying basically that you have, in regards to this question, you're kind of already there. You've got a sense of wholeness with it. And your final card, which is the future, excuse me, I've got COVID here, so I'm sort of losing my voice sometimes, but the Son of Cups is your final card, and it's about the keywords for that card are usually artistic and introspective. So you've got a sense of wholeness. You've come from a place of justice and balance in regards to this question. And now the future is about, like all the Cups family, the Son of Cups excels within the arts, and he's usually a musician or a visual artist of some kind. And he finds success within his field. His natural tendency to look inward adds to his charm and mystique. To others he may seem secretive and even peaceful, while deep inside he carries a dark kernel of intensity. So it's not it's not extremely clear. Like the last reading I did was really, really intense and really supported the question. But this one is more about you. In your past, you've dealt a lot with balance and justice, but I would say in regards to this reading, more about balance, and you've worked to achieve balance. And right now, you're at a completeness, quite a wholeness within you. You worked on balance in the past, you've attained it right now, and now it looks like you're going to be going off into something that you love doing. You're introspective, and you're creative, and you're artistic. And art meaning it could be musical. It doesn't have to just be, art or painting. I'm an artist, so I always assume that it's in that area, but it could be in music. So basically, that's a pretty good reading. In regards to your question, it says you've had balance in the past that you worked hard on, and you've completed a wholeness within yourself, and you're moving towards a passion that you love that's in the artistic realm. Alright, come on, you need to move out of there now. When I do that, I end up... Come on, wake up. Wakey, wakey. There we go. There we go, she's woken up. Let's take that off. So I hope that helped. Loyal to Lauren, I love doing these readings, so I quite enjoyed that. I'll say that's the capture there. Alright, we don't need that on there. Let's move out of here. Get rid of that. There we go, back in here. So, today we've had lots and lots of modders in. Well, I'm glad you liked it, Loyal. I guess I'm going to call you Loyal to Lauren. I love that you have tarot in your name. I love reading tarot. I'm assuming you do a fair bit of tarot, your own tarot reading as well. Alright, let's just get this right here. just love that people sort of mind their own business in here. They don't feel the need to come after you and try to kill you. One of the reasons that I love playing this game is Madam is in the game, and you collect things from Madam, and she talks about her tea leaves, and it makes me laugh. Oh, this one's perfect, so we need to keep this one. I have a collection of almost, well, probably close to 100 tarot decks. I've given some to my daughter, who's also into the tarot, and I gave her, I love Bubba Studios cards. I had the Alice in Wonderland, the gold one, that I gave to my daughter. But I love tarot decks. I really, a lot of people get so upset with them, and they think there's so many things wrong with it, and I just laugh, because to me tarot is about archetypes, and it's about, if you study it, you find out that most people who study psychology will know the names Freud and Jung, and Jung really believed in the tarot. He used it in his practice, and he really believed that those archetypes are in all of our lives. So he had so many disagreements with Freud. Freud was not at all interested in parapsychology. I think if he could have used a word, I'm pretty sure he would have said hokum. But, Jung had it in his life. His mom was very sensitive, and they did a lot of seances and that sort of thing. So I quite like that about Jung. He was a softer, kinder, gentler version. They both were doing the cognitive therapy. They were both sort of new age at their time, and he really did say that tarot isn't just about, the spiritual. It's also representational of life. Those archetypes exist in all of our lives, every one of us, and they all have different timings that they show up. So I like that. I like when people aren't just, they don't just say science is to me, science and quantum physics is only supporting what I believe about tarot and about the psychic world and crystals and all the rest of it. They're starting to say, scientists are starting to say that the fourth dimension might exist inside the particle, and it doesn't exist as a manifestation for yourself until you make a choice on something, and you decide something. I have to drop this here and go in and get what's buzzing here. So, like, for example, Schrodinger's cat, the whole idea behind that is that Schrodinger's cat was neither dead nor alive until someone looked in the box. And the minute someone looked in the box, the animal was suddenly viewed, and that's when reality sort of steps in. Reality doesn't exist. The path forward doesn't exist until people view, like you make a decision and that, or you view something, and as soon as you view things, then they become the reality, and all of the potential realities are inside one tiny particle. One tiny, not even able to see with the eye. So to me, that's not a far stretch. Oh, we're way over here. Let's move camp here. This is silly walking around. So once you start to see that maybe we're a video game, and that all decisions have already been made, and it just depends on which path your consciousness right now takes. It could take any of those paths, and that doesn't mean the paths change. It means all potential and infinite potential and alternatives are all there all the time. Did I make that up? I don't think I did. So that's my theory, anyways, is that all potential thoughts and ideas exist, and once we make a decision, our path follows a timeline. Hey, Toya. Nice to see you. Alright, keep a question in your mind. You do not have to tell me about the question. Just keep it in your mind. Let's see if she can travel back here yet. No, not yet. And as you have the question in your mind, I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. So I am shuffling right now. So keep your question in mind. Oops. Oops, these ones are just trying to fly out here. The cards are very eager to give you an answer. They're literally flying out of my hands. So I'm going to cut them now while you're thinking of your question. All right, your first card in regards to your question is the Moon. I like the Moon card. Your second card, oh man, you're getting all the major arcana too. Your second card is the Star. Holy, okay, you've got 3 major arcana, so whatever your question is, that's, the cards really wanted to talk to you, Toya. So here we go. We are using the deck, the Wild Unknown. I will read. This is going to be easy. They're all so close together, these ones. So your Moon card. Okay, the Moon card is about vivid dreams and fears. So in the past, you've had some very vivid dreams. And you've had a lot of fear. And in many ways, the Moon card encompasses the idea of the wild unknown. It is the shadow realm and the place where dreams and it is the shadow realm, the place where dreams and fears and mystery are born. There's much darkness that can linger here. So you've had some darkness in the past. You've had some fear, dreams that I'm picking up might have been causing some anxiety and self-doubt. And it's almost as though in the past you'd lost your way, sort of in a house of mirrors, and your imagination and creativity have drifted freely on the night air. So you've had some real fears going on and some problems with dreams and just anxiety and self-doubt. And that's in the past. And for right now, though, you've got the sun, the star. Get to the star. Come on, where are you? 18. You are 19. All right, back we go a little bit. Past you. Okay, so with the star, you've got hope and peace of mind. So right now, the fears are being replaced by hope and peace of mind. You're standing outside on a dark night, and when you gaze up at the stars, you sense glimmers of wonder and hope. Even though you can't find concrete answers to many of life's questions, up there in the sky, you can't help but feel comfortable or comforted and renewed. Such is the energy of the star card. So all the troubles you've been having in the past, you're going to get peace of mind, and you're going to feel a sense of hope and peace. That's the energy that you're dealing with right now. You've got some more hope and more serenity, less anxiety. And this force is going to bring light back into your life and infuse you with positivity. It's a really lovely card, the star. And your final card is the Hierophant. So that's an excellent card. I love the Hierophant. That and, well, the Hierophant is about mentors and seeking knowledge. So you're really on a path to seeking knowledge. And it looks like in the future you're going to have a mentor. Or be a mentor, I should say. I just shouldn't make the assumption that you would have one. You could be one. In its simplest form, the Hierophant represents a mentor or teachers. This card signifies a hunger for knowledge, and usually in the spiritual realm. Sometimes in the practical world, but usually in the spiritual realm. You come as far as you can on your own, And now it's time to deepen your practice, so don't hesitate. Join a class, go to a workshop. Don't be afraid of new experiences. A new ceremony or ritual may prove to be both comforting and rewarding. Open your heart and your teacher will soon appear. So there you go. You've had some self-doubt. You've had a lot of self-doubt that caused you even bad dreams. And now you're at balance and you have hope. And now you're looking for a mentor. So you're on your way. Very good reading. Very positive. I hope that worked for you, Toya. Happy to give you a reading. It's my favorite thing to do in this game. We have Madam in this game, and she is a... Okay, so so one of the things that I would say is that, okay, Vic will give you a reading here. I think we're going to get her to a safe place because it's a little hard to sit out here. But then, Vic, I'm going to do a reading for you. I don't usually ask the question. I usually let people keep their privacy. But if you're okay with it being spoken of out here, that's fine. We'll get her to a safe place. I find when I'm doing these, when I'm playing these games, my brain kind of goes blank, and it just makes it easy for me to just feel what I gotta feel. Yeah, it's so chill, right? And even in here, we can have modders, and they just tear you apart. You get blown up, all kinds of things. But what I try to do is kind of ride as much on my own. But I mean, you get to stop, you can pick mushrooms. I'm going to leave those ones and just get to camp. Are you going to let me travel? There we go. Yeah, you can sit in camp, wait for the goods to cook, and do readings. What else can you ask for, right? So here we go. We are in camp and we are safe. So I'm going to pull out the deck. We're using the Wild Unknown Tarot. This has been a really good deck. It's been spot on for most readings. All right. I tried to ignore the question and just sort of, I'm doing the cutting now. Oh, I love Assassin's Creed. I love all of Assassin's Creed. Right now I'm playing both Odyssey and Valhalla. Love them. I love the atmosphere with them too, where you're in search of knowledge all the time. So in regards to your question, Vic, your first card. Oh, you got the world. Oh my God. This is nuts because that was in the last reading, and you shuffle, 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 shuffle. Yes, Theodora, we're going to do Vic's reading and you will be next. So your for now card, your past card is the world in regards to this question. Your today and now is the Son of Cups. And you're, oh my God, you got the final outcome, the Hierophant. This is nuts because this is almost two of those cards were in the last reading and I just did a full shuffle. That is nuts. And a cut of the cards. So I'm going to read these for you. That's why I say when cards want to come out, they don't. They just do. So in the past, you have had a sense of wholeness and completion in regards to this question. You were very happy with where things were. You felt a lot of balance and things were good. And then now the Son of Cups. Let's get to the Son of Cups. The Son of Cups is about, every one of these cards was in the last two readings. This is crazy. You are right now, all of the Cups family are about, excelling in the arts. For yourself, you are, the card says it could be about music, it could be about the arts, any visual arts. You're going to find success within this field. So it doesn't really seem to be in relationship to your question about whether someone's hiding something from you. But right now, you are experiencing a natural tendency to look inward, and it gives you a bit of charm and mystique. To others, you might seem secretive and even peaceful. So you might be appearing to keep secrets, and so that might play a little bit into the question that you have here, because the Son of Cups is considered to be mysterious and a bit of a secret keeper. But your Hierophant, again, I love that card as a final card, because your Hierophant is about seeking a mentor. So you might be in a space where you're looking for someone, like in this group, the person that you're looking for may or may not be your mentor. But you are looking for a mentor in the spiritual realm right now. So in regards to your question, I don't know if the group that you do has anything to do with the arts or music, but this final card sort of suggests that you might be joining a class or going into a workshop in regards to this question, and it doesn't really seem to fit. But when I look at your question, it could be a little bit of a, somebody might be, I wouldn't say someone is hiding something from you. I would say that you're the mysterious one, more likely, and you're looking to find somebody who's a mentor, and that might be making you, I want to say suspicious, but cautious is probably really the word. You're really trying to move forward, so you really have to use a lot of caution, but you will find your mentor that's going to help you with the answer to that question. So I hope that helps, Vic. And now we're going to go on with, let's see, who do we have here that was next? Theodora. Theodora. Okay. Theodora, I'm cutting the deck for you right now in regards to your question. All right, and your first card. Jeez, this is the third time in the row that the Hierophant has come up. I do not know what's going on, but something about all of this. This is the third time in 3 straight readings that the Hierophant has shown up. All right, but then for your now card, you have the Ten of Wands. Oh, and your final card. Ooh, wow. 8 of Pentacles. I wish I had my camera running right now because these cards are so gorgeous. All right, so your Hierophant, as we've done this a couple times now, the Hierophant is about seeking a mentor. So in the past, you've been seeking someone to help you with your spiritual journey and seeking knowledge. I shouldn't say spiritual journey, it could just be seeking knowledge in your field and what you do for work. And all right, let's just move this up a little bit more. So this is for Theodora. So the Hierophant is, in the past, you were seeking someone to help you with knowledge. And now we're going to go to the Ten of Wands, see how this is going to work together. The Ten of Wands, you have burdens right now and blockages and difficulties. So in the past you were seeking someone for help with things, and now you're really stuck. You've just got mental or physical burdens weighing down your spirit, Theodora. Over time, this is leading to hopelessness and depression, and you simply can't get through to what you want. You can't see the way. If this card appears in response to a person or situation, it may be best to simply walk away. But if this card comes up frequently, it indicates you're attracted to negativity. you choose to walk the hard road. So that's what's happening now in regards to your question. The Eight of Pentacles is your final card. So let's go read that one for you. And the Eight of Pentacles is about craftsmanship and skill. So you've been stuck. You've been really stuck. You haven't really seen a way to move forward. But the Eight of Pentacles is like the spider, is a true master of your craft. She weaves against all odds with skill and intricacy and confidence. The Eight of Pentacles requires a similar approach. So you have to have your confidence. You have to remember that you've got the skill and the intricacy to do what it is that you need to do. So you've looked for others, and I think what this is sort of telling you is whoever it is that you've been following might not be. That's the Eight of Wands or Ten of Wands suggests that you might need to change where you've been in regards to that. And it says you're close to mastering your craft, so strive for it. Pay attention to all the details. In some cases, this card means you need to find a new hobby and something you truly enjoy. Start a project and become good at it. So I don't know if that helps, because I don't know what ACUS is. But there you go. All right, Taylor, your question, how does Chris... So I'm going to give these cards a really, really good shuffle, because this has been a little crazy. I put them into the deck, these cards, like completely away from each other. They're not put back in, all three. So I'm going to give this a really good shuffle, because those cards have just been crazy coming back like that. All right. And in the future, I do have the webcam on. I am grieving right now. Just lost my brother-in-law last night and my mum last month, so I'm just trying to offer others some support and hope while I'm getting through my own grieving. It's alright, so I'm cutting the deck one time here, and the question that you have is, how does Chris feel towards you? So here's your first card. Ooh, the Three of Cups. Alright. Three of Cups is a good card in that way, in regards to your question, but it's for the past. And your now card is the Daughter of Swords. Ooh, and your third card, your final card, is the Ace of Swords. So sword cards can be a little tricky when it comes to relationships, but let's see what it's got to say. So in the past, your Three of Cups. In your past, you've had great friendship in this regards to this question. It foresees you in the company of amazing friends, but because it's in the past, you've had amazing friends. You've got great memories with them. You'll hold those forever dear. These are not any old friends. They're people with whom you feel and a rare connection, and with them you feel truly yourself. You enjoy each minute of their company. You celebrate. This is usually the three dancing ladies. So you've had a wonderful, very social past. The Daughter of Swords in regards to this question. I'm always curious with the swords, because they can go so many different ways. Right now you are in a very honest and insightful point of your life. The Daughter of Swords is a young woman whose honesty and insights take her far in life. People truly value her frankness. She learns from keen observation. It almost seems like she never stops watching. Sometimes this becomes a burden for her, as she can't help but noticing this or that small detail that could have been done better. So there might be a potential that you're holding on to these sorts of experiences, and it's possible that you can become spiteful or judgmental. So you've had a really good go with friendships, but there may be a tendency now towards being a little bit overcautious and a bit judgmental. Your final card is the Ace of Swords. All right, back we go. The Ace of Swords is about truth, mentality, mental clarity, and when when you get this card, it's like lightning strikes. The whole world seems to light up for just 1 second. It's as though you can see everything and your vision lingers on even through the storm. Such is the power of the Ace of Swords. Your mind will become clear and your thoughts precise. It's a great time to make the decisions you've been putting off. So it doesn't really tell me so much about how Chris feels towards you, but it certainly tells me that you have had a lot of supportive friends in the past. You might have been just a little bit judgmental in some of your choices and decisions in the present, but that you've got a great deal of truth and mental clarity, so you know what you want. And I guess that's more the question. It isn't really whether he wants you. Do you want him? I guess I turn the question back to you. So that's for your reading. There you go, Taylor. Let's see. Do we have anyone else here? Hi, Kimberly. All right. Gavin. Let's see. Gavin. Let's see how things are with Gavin. As I say, we're using the Wild Unknown deck. It's a really, really solid deck. I have to do some good shuffling. At least we got a whole different bunch of cards. I've never had that happen. 3 readings in a row. After like a really good shuffle, they all came back. And not just a shuffle, but cutting the deck as well each time. So it really did want to come out. The Hierophant is really wanting to be here. Alright, so we're getting a really good shuffle on these. Alright, so your question. You're welcome, Theodora. Yeah, Mum had a nice long life. She was 86. My brother-in-law, though, it was too early. He was young and he was such a good guy. Alright, so those are good and shuffled. And let's see who we have. I think we're looking in regards to Gavin for Kimberly. So this reading now is for Kimberly. I'm cutting the cards right now in regards to this question. So your first card is the Tower. Okay, so you have not been in a very good place in regards to this. And then you got the Ten of Wands for your Now card. But you've got the Six of Wands for your future in regards to this. So let's take a look at this and see what it says. So the Tower just means that the things that you thought you knew to be true just are kind of not there anymore. So let's go grab the Tower. Is right there. Come on, there it is. So the Tower is about an unexpected upheaval. So in the past, you had things pretty much just tossed around. When the picture in the Wild Unknown, it's like a tree being hit by lightning. All the things that you sort of had that were solid and you could be sure of had fallen apart in the past. You didn't see any of it coming. So in this phase, it's painful and confusing. But you're past it now because that's in the past. And you're able to look back and feel grateful that things changed course. You might even see it as a personal breakthrough in the end. So your next card, so that might be a different relationship, but it could be also in regards to this person. The Ten of Wands, this came up just recently here too. The Wands are not always the very best cards, but they give you a really good sense of where things are at. So the Ten of Wands is about burdens, blockages, and difficulties. So right now, it's a hard card to face because it talks about mental or physical burdens that have been weighing on your spirit. And over time, this leads to hopelessness and depression. And if you can't get through to what you want, you can't see the way to get there. So it sort of seems like you just don't know if this is the right way to go. You've had, everything fall apart on you from the past, and so you're sort of stuck, I guess, a little bit at a crossroads. This card's appearing in response to a person or situation, and usually it says that it's best to simply walk away. So that's the card for now saying. But the Six of Wands, let's take a better look and see what the Six of Wands has to say as your final outcome card. Your Six of Wands says victory, success, and you're rising up. So you're coming from the dark and entangled branches. You're emerging as a butterfly. New life, and you're taking flight. If you're not reveling at the joy of success already, you will be soon. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, of rising up against the odds. The obstacles have been relentless, but now is not the time to look back upon them. The more pressing question is, where will you go with your new set of wings? So like the last reading, it sort of says, even though you're asking about what someone else thinks of you, again, it's putting the question right back to you. It's saying, how do you feel about it? I guess, you know, it's talking about you empowering yourself. And all right, so let's see. We've got Natalia here as well. Natalia, you are next, and your question is Joseph's feelings towards you and your marriage. All right, so let's go in. Let's put the last ones back so we don't have them popping up. So the next, I'm going to do a shuffle here first, so we don't get any of those cards back. Okay, so this is for you, Natalia, in regards to your relationship right now. We're cutting the deck, and this is about Joseph. So your first card that's coming out. In the past, you've had the Three of Cups. Beautiful card. It's usually shown as the dancing ladies. Daughter of Swords coming up for the right now. And your final outcome card is the Tower. So, your Three of Cups is what happened in the past in regards to your relationship. And it means you had a great friendship and joy, and it was like a very bountiful and joyous relationship. It foresees the company of amazing friends, creating memories. You could have a lot of friends that you have jointly that it's referring to, but it says that you enjoy each minute of the company of the person that you're asking the questions for. And it says in the past you've celebrated and that love abounded. So the Daughter of Swords speaks to the right now. Alright, let's get the Daughter. See, we just had someone drop in here. This is what happens in the... I'll take a moment here. I'm going to stand her up and give a little bow to this fellow here. This is the modders. They're quite funny. They do a lot of interesting things in the game. So, oh, he's gone. Alright. I guess I'll put myself back in here. Sometimes they like to have a little fight with you, and I don't usually go along because I don't have any. Oh, I better start this up. I'll be right with you, Natalia. Natalia. Just going to order these supplies so that they'll be there in a minute.
Impatient, ain't you?
So, the Daughter of Swords, that's where you're at right now in your relationship, and it says the card is a serpent wrapping around the wand. So, the Son of
Come on, I'm a
Wands
busy
is a
man.
true charmer. It's probably talking about the person that you're asking about here. It says he's charming, he's a real charmer, he's handsome and adventurous, and he seems to say all the
Sometime
right
today would be
things.
nice.
Some people would call him the White Knight of Tarot, but at some point you may find he becomes hard to know. Trust your instincts with this one. Perfection is an illusion.
I don't want to rush you, but
And your final outcome card in regards to Joseph is the Tower. So let's see how that's going to play in here, because the Tower is usually about things changing.
the suspense
don't
is
like
killing
to-
me.
Tower is about an unexpected upheaval. So When it appears, it's time to brace yourself for change. The well-rooted
In your
tree
own
that's been growing
time.
strong for decades is crashing down around you. Your world may feel it's literally falling apart and you didn't see it coming. Even though this phase is painful and confusing, it will be over soon. You'll look back and feel grateful that things changed course. You might even see it as a personal breakthrough in the end. So it's not definitive where the relationship is going, but it certainly says you're in for a big change. So I hope that helps, Natalia. You're very much welcome, Kimberly. It is. I think it's good to have. Yeah, and the card, the Tower, doesn't say that things aren't good in the relationship. It says that things are going to change, and he's very charming, and he's very. You've had a lot of partying, sort of in the background, not partying, but with a lot of friends. So you've had a lot of interaction, and things have changed so much with what's happened in the world that that could be the change that's coming. And he's a bit mysterious, so because he's changed a little bit, it's sort of suggesting that things are going to change in the future as well. But it doesn't say a negative change. It might be even a. Usually, though, when you get the Tower card, it means the things you knew and how you knew them to be have changed. And the Tower card can just come in so easily now because of what's going on with the economy and the life situations that everybody's experiencing through COVID and that sort of thing. So I don't see it as a negative reading. I see it more as a warning that things could change. And the Daughter of Swords, you're. I would just say that just because he's mysterious, don't be assuming that it's your relationship that's changed. It may be the world that's changing because of the Tower card. It may be that everything is changing around you. So I hope that helps. All right, do we have any others here? That was funny that the modder showed up right there as we were going along. I'm glad it works for you to understand. I don't always know what the answers are. I just trust the what I feel is that I'm a conduit. So yeah, he changed, and it really looks like he's moved. He's been more mysterious. So NC, let's see. I missed you. I'm sorry. NC, what are the Sagittarius true intentions for me? All right, let's check that out. Put these back in no order so we don't have them showing up. And we'll do another shuffle and a cut because I really want to give you the very best reading that I can get. And by doing that, I really have to give the cards a lot of chance to work. All right. Here we go. All right, we are going to cut this out. Here we go. So your first card in relationship to your Sagittarius true intentions, you're getting the Father of Pentacles for the past card. And the card for right now is the Magician. Wow, I haven't seen that for quite a long time, actually. And your final outcome is the Two of Wands. So let's look at that in regards to your Sagittarius. So Father of Pentacles. So in the past, in regards to the Sagittarian, you've had a steady, gentle, it's been a steady, gentle man, and upon first meeting he can almost seem dull because of his extremely calm temperament. But underneath is an incredibly passionate man who prioritizes the stability of his job, family, and home. He is entrepreneurial and diligent at work, a true pleasure to know. So I can't assume that that's about this person, but it has to do with this question. There has been a lot of steadiness. As other people have had, tumultuous up and down, you've got a great deal of steadiness going on in regards, NC, to this question. But the Magician, now you're going into the major arcana, and the Magician is about self-empowerment and action. So I would say, because you're asking about this person, the Magician card applies to this person, and they seem to have expansive, I should say, and almost boundless energy. A lot of the major arcana deal with stillness or aspects of the mind, but this card is more about action, and more action. It's time to see yourself as the wildcat. Embrace his speed and grace and abilities. Do not be afraid to begin. You have the power of all four elements within your reach. Now is the time to use them. So it basically says sort of that the ball's in your court right now in regards to it. The Two of Wands is the final outcome card, so let's see where that's taking you. The Two of Wands is also about determination and direction. With the Two of Wands, it's clear that you're on your way to success. You've focused on a goal and have boldly pointed all efforts in that direction. Since the Suit of Wands deals heavily with the mind, take this time to become aware of your thought patterns, specifically towards yourself. What is the quality and tone of your thoughts? Mostly positive or negative? How well do you treat yourself on the journey to your highest dream? So again, the final card is saying that you're the one in charge here. The person, though, that you're interested is kind of, there's a powerhouse there, and if you really want to move in that direction, you will really need a lot of determination and focus and direction to take you if that's where you want to go. Yeah, there you go. I hope that helps you, NC. So we'll put those cards back away. That really was quite funny, that the water, when they show up, a lot of times they blow you up and they do all kinds of things, but I really find if you're just kind. And Tanya, all right, let's go with Tanya. I don't have my angel decks here. I have quite a few angel decks, but I'm going to use the Wild Unknown today. If you're back another day, I use other decks, and I sometimes have an angel tarot that Doreen Virtue put out, but I don't, I find it a little bit commercial, so I don't tend to use it too much. You're very welcome, NC. Alright, so here we go. This is an angel message. We're cutting the deck for you, Tanya. And your first card in regards to that is the Chariot. That's for your past. Your second card is the Eight of Wands. And your final card is the Nine of Wands. So you've got a lot of wands there. Let's take a look at this and see what we're going to get with the Chariot card. Alright, there it is. So the Chariot card is about strong will and triumph. So what your angels want you to know is that you have been confident in the past. You have an inner warrior. When you felt the bliss of achievement as well, and triumph, and you've ridden on the back of these triumphs and achievements to build a relationship with this part of yourself. So see your Chariot as being inside you. It's a strong will and triumph. So that's what your angels want you to know, is that in the past, the more focused your mind, the easier it will be to sense the angel's presence and to stay mounted on the back of the Chariot, which is carrying you through life. With a fixed gaze and sure footing, you'll be headed towards all you dream of. So that's been what's led you up to this question. But the wands are a little bit more about the mind and what's going on in your mind. And the Eight of Wands is like a lightning strike. It's the card of news and change, of clarity. in unresolved situations. You might hear from an old friend out of the blue or receive some surprising news that shifts the direction of your course. This card sometimes means literal movement is coming, so be ready to travel if the opportunity arises. And for the future with this card, you've got the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is about strength and staying. So your card is really about strength, past strength. It's talking about now you're going to be moving. You might be moving, but you definitely have a journey that's coming to completion. On this final stretch, you find yourself growing weary with doubt and fear running through your mind. So I would say that the angels are trying to tell you that the Nine of Wands wants you to rally your confidence and realize how far you've come. Lift your eyes and take a few more steps. Soon, all your hard work will start to pay off. So a very good reading for you there, Tanya. The angels are telling you that you've done your hard work. You basically just need to hang in there, keep your strength, and your rewards are coming for it. So, good reading for you about stamina and confidence and strength for the future. Good. I'm glad it works for you, Tanya. Well, you guys are making my day. I love having people come in and do readings for them. It so breaks up the game and doesn't feel so monotonous. So do you guys also do readings yourselves? I find most people do. They mostly have their own decks as well. Let's go back into here. It's still going. I think that won't finish it off though. I think we need some more. Well, you guys made my whole day. I don't usually advertise the tarot part of my reading because I really wanted to make sure that I was going to be ready to be doing this. Oh, what was that? What was that? Come back here, you. Sorry, Mr. Badger. But Cripps wants you for his cooked pot, so we're taking you home. I used to do my artwork, and I found that gave me a lot of comfort, and now I'm sort of finding it easier when I'm playing these games. It sort of leaves me open, I guess is the word, and I try to do a lot of smudging and use a lot of sage, because you got to be careful when you're really opened up, because there's lots of negative energy out there. You don't want to leave yourself open to it. Always make sure to do a bit of a closing ritual yourself to... Hey, Blood, how you doing?
This is good quality.
I just had a modder jump in. It was so funny. He just landed and he crapped around a little bit. But yeah, I'm halfway there to a delivery. I'm happy to ride with you though. Hey Voodoo, good to see you. I'm working on goods. I'm at, on the PS4 I'm at 54, and what did she have here? Where is she at? This one won't take too long. I only need 20 more goods and the PC will be done. Yeah, I've been doing lots of readings. I'm just loving it. I changed the way I worded my the stream with the free tarot readings, and it's, yeah, everything's happening now, Blood. There's just, people are going back to school, and you know, I'm a little nervous having gotten COVID here. I was listening to someone from the UK, not a doctor, but a nurse who's been a demonstrator and taught, or not demonstrator, he does a lot of videos, and he was saying that the rise of COVID right now is like 12.5% just within the last month. So I think we're going to be in for more COVID, but I don't think we're going to have shutdowns. But it looks like we're getting the Halloween pass back. Even PvP Cat said it's happening, so I was just looking at it, and if people haven't had it, I didn't realize that this PC account had it, but it's a pretty good pass. If people don't have it, it's well worth it. Where was it? I like some of the masks, like we've got, some are kind of cheesy, like that one, whatever, right? But I like this one, and you get this in at rank 10 of the pass. You don't get gold back though. And this is another one. I love this one. I use this one all the time, this mask. This I like, but I did have a lantern, but this one's kind of cool. It doesn't put off much light though, but if you have a horse with the lantern on and you have this, it's plenty of light. You can go into the caves and still see things. But yeah, the other ones, let's see, there really wasn't much in the first one. Like I say, some sort of, this mask, you know, yeah. But this one's, again, sort of, but they're good for Halloween, like if you want to be a little bit different than everybody. So, kind of cool. Yeah, I'm never going to probably have people that stay in the channel the whole time when you're doing readings, but it was really nice to have people drop in. Quite enjoy that. I like this spot right here. I don't know if you guys have had this campsite. There's this gun just randomly stuck here. It's like, what the heck? It looks like it could be a bayonet stabbed into the tree. It makes me laugh. Oops. So I might have to go and run my PS4 because it's halted at 54. So I'm thinking I'm going to say, let's see, I'm going to say I will be back with my other account, and I'm going to say bye for now, and we'll see you in the next stream. Thanks for dropping in, Blood and Voodoo. Good to see you. I'll be back with the PS4 if probably in about another hour, and do a run with the PS4. So if you're on Voodoo, I will happily run my goods with you. And yeah, so you too, Voodoo. Have a good afternoon. Bye for now, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next stream.